Hello everybody and welcome to Module 3. In this video we're going to explore or learn about ready-to-use digital learning resources and tools available for teaching, all developed by Europeana and their selected partners. We will introduce the European education space, where you will find the European education community that you're actually seeing on the screen here. This is an informal digital network open to the whole education community, including educational publishers and providers, NGOs, and other professional and memberships, associations, and representatives from the ministries of education. Here you can find three main elements which are really relevant for teachers: apps, publications, and curated datasets. These three spaces target professionals, educators, and researchers like you, and they are all hosted by Europeana Pro. The first element we're going to focus on are the apps. If you're looking for a way to bring innovation to your classroom, make sure you visit this section. Europeana collects a vast majority of applications in its database that you can easily integrate in your classroom for a more interesting and engaging lesson. If you want to find a specific application, you can either browse here, or you can just simply type in the search box what you're actually looking for. As you have probably seen on the module, there are many interesting applications you can use in your classroom, such as, for instance, sound connections that you're actually seeing here. With this application, you can find sounds from all over Europe, and you can use this in order to plan your lesson plans with your students. Another interesting application you can explore is Sourcera. This is an add-on and a free tool that you can use to search in many of the world's largest and richest archives in the world for images that you can actually are free to reuse afterwards with your students when planning your lesson plan. Another example worth mentioning here is Animals in the Great War, a bilingual ebook in Italian and English that investigates the World War I and studies its history from the standpoint of the animals that took part on it. On the other hand, another app called Digital Storytelling Prototype is also worth mentioning. This is a service that allows users to create and publish collections of content, mixing their own uploads with existing content in Europeana and on YouTube. As you can see, there are actually many interesting applications very worth exploring. Why don't you give it a try and start searching for an application that you can actually use in your class with your students? Let's focus now on the publications, where you can find Europeana's strategic documents, from business plans and annual reports to white papers, frameworks, and guides. Besides the examples already mentioned in the module, you can find other relevant publications worth exploring, such as, for instance, the Europeana Business Plan 2018 or the Guide to Using Europeana in Education. This is a very useful guide for teachers of different subjects, students, or lifelong learners, as it introduces the basic principles of searching for and using Europeana content in education. This guide is available in English, French, and Spanish, and if you want to download it, you do it from here. There are actually a lot of datasets, curated datasets. This is very important that you can actually take and use in the classroom directly with your students. Another example worth mentioning is this curated dataset from the Golden Age, which is about paintings by Dutch and Flemish masters from this period. As you can see here, you will find more than 800 objects from this historical period that you can easily use and integrate in your classroom. And finally, don't forget that the European education community is organized via the Europeana LinkedIn page that you can find here. And in this page, you can find many things about Europeana resources, initiatives for digital learning, discuss relevant topics with like-minded peers, share best practices, and much more. What are you waiting for? join the Europeana LinkedIn group, and stay tuned to the latest news and opportunities.